Here, say hi.
Hi. Hi, YouTube.
This is JI.
So what made you get into it?
Well, actually, I went to do vlogging, not thinking that I wanted to vlog. It actually happened because of my ex.
I don't like it when people see my face. So I realized podcasting might be better for me.
I'm cringing at myself, like watching it now. I prefer not to. Sometimes I would just like put it on and then just mute it just so there's views, but then like
Be part of my journey.
Good day, JERbers! This is Jer and welcome to my journey. Okay, so for today, meron tayong podcast interview with a good friend of mine from high school, si J.I. Yap. Okay, so in-invite niya ako for this podcast called Yapping with Stuff kasi Yap yung apelido niya, so gets the fun there. Yep. What we're gonna talk about is basically anything that I love, anything that I'm passionate about kasi yun yung mga topics na pinag-usapan niya with other people in his podcast. For tonight, it's gonna be me. Basically, I'm vlogging for the BTS of it. Let's do this! I'll let you meet him. Kinda nervous and excited. I haven't talked to him for years now. Actually, I never really got to know him that well either. But it's interesting now that I'll talk to him about our lives and it's gonna be a time for us to catch up. And I also have my wine here, which I asked him to get some then for himself. Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
What's up? Can I show you first? Here. Say hi.
Hi. Hi, YouTube.
This is JI. I call my viewers JERbers. Can you say hi to the JERbers?
Hi,
Yes.
JERbers. Nice to meet all of you.
You wanna know why?
Bye.
Why they're called JERbers? Because my nickname is Jer, right?
Yeah.
And so JERbers is the baby food. And so it's like they're my babies.
You know, that's pretty good.
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank
That's
you,
pretty
thank
good.
you. I thought you were gonna
You know,
judge me. Thank you,
I can
thank
accept
you.
that. It's clever playing words, you know.
Well, you calling your podcast Yapping with Stuff is also pretty cool. I like the pun.
It took me a good maybe 3 months into the podcast before I figured out what to actually call it. Then I realized, oh yeah, my last name literally is a synonym for talking. So like, okay, sure.
You're meant
Yeah.
to be here. Yeah, you're meant to do this.
It was my calling all along to do this podcast. Who knew?
Yes.
Who knew, right? Funny story about that.
Mhm.
So I'll include this into the podcast. I'll edit it in. But
Okay.
so I have the camera, right, that I use,
Mhm.
and I have this mic that I use for podcasting.
Mhm.
So I bought both of them because I wanted to be a vlogger like you. I
Yeah.
wanted to do vlogging and
Let's talk
YouTube.
about that. Yeah.
But when that didn't really work out for me, when I felt like, it's not something that I was really that invested in anymore, I started using my camera for photography and I started using my mic for my podcast. And both of those things separately became way bigger passions for me in my life than vlogging ever could have. So it
Yeah.
worked out.
Yeah.
In a funny, weird way, it worked out.
Yeah, but I want to
Everything
hear
worked
about
out,
like how you started with vlogging first. How did that happen for you?
So the questionee has become the questioner, I see.
Yeah, well, I'm used to that too. So you're gonna have to anticipate that.
Oh yeah, wait, I'll adjust my camera so it sees my face better. Hi YouTube. Miss me? I used to do you sometime, but sounds weird, but it isn't.
Yeah.
You asked why I wanted to do vlogging? Well,
Mhm.
I had nothing to do. I really like K-pop. Wow, you actually really did bring wine, didn't you?
Of course, I stay true to my word.
See, I wanted to, but I wanted to be professional and I don't want to drink on the job, quote unquote. So I'll drink after we're done. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, why I started vlogging. My God. This podcast has started really weird, as all of mine always do. What's my reason? I don't know. I was bored. There we go. That was the reason. I was bored. I had nothing to do.
When was this?
I'd say 2018, I think, was when I started. Right before I left for Korea. Then when I left for Korea, I stopped. And then ever since then, It was all podcast for me. Because, and this is a real scoop for you people, I don't like it when people see my face. So I realized, podcasting might be better for me. That way, no one sees me and they just hear my voice. So, problem solved.
Well, now I just dragged you into it again, so sorry for that.
That's fine. Maybe this might be like my way back in. But you, as the topic of this podcast will be, as usual, talking about what you want to talk about and what you're interested in. When you answered the question, when I sent you the invite, you said that you also do vlogging. So what made you get into it?
Well, actually, I went to do vlogging not thinking that I wanted to vlog. It actually happened because of my ex. And so because he was vlogging during that time, and when we had like our date in Tagaytay, he was vlogging, and then when he was doing that, I was like, I can do that too. I'm a comm arts graduate, so I thought to myself, I can do that. But then I wasn't thinking of like actually pursuing it until the day that I was supposed to go to Cebu with my brother. But then I ended up going there alone because he got sick on the day of the flight. And so when I was I know, but then also when I was there alone, I thought to myself, why don't I just start vlogging? And so that's how it started. And I was in the plane actually. Yeah, it worked out in the end. Sorry for my brother, but then And so like I was in the plane, I was alone, unfortunately without my brother, but then at least there weren't a lot of people like with me on the seats as well, so it was okay for me to be like, putting a camera in front of my face. I actually started doing a script for it.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I started. I scripted before, but then now I don't do that anymore. But I was like I'm cringing at myself like watching it now. I vlogged the whole trip of me from the plane till I got there, because when I got there I was going to meet some of my friends, and just that whole travel vlog happened with me. So yeah, that's how it started for me, and then I just kept doing more and thought of more ideas with vlogging, and now I'm doing it for 3 years now. So yeah.
You've kept it up for 3 years. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
In those 3 years, what have you been vlogging? Is it all just like, oh, this is my daily life, or do you do more like travel vlogs? I'm pretending like I don't watch them, but this is for the sake of the people who listen to this and have no idea who you are, so
Yeah, well, thank you for watching my vlogs. I didn't know you watched them.
I watched a few. I've seen a few.
Yeah, so I've been vlogging about lifestyle and some travel. I've dabbled into like makeup as well, but then that's not really my thing, but I've tried, and now I'm focusing more on like behind the scenes for the acting gigs that I get, because I'm an actor too. The commercials that I get to be a part of, I do the behind the scenes because I love doing those kinds of things. And also I've started teaching people how to get projects as well if they're interested in becoming an actor, because when I was starting out, I didn't really know how to get acting projects on my own, how to audition, where to find these auditions, what you need in order to get acting projects. And so now that I've also, because I started acting when I started vlogging as well, so I've been acting as well for 3 years now. That whole time I've learned a thing or two about how to get projects, and so now I'm trying to teach that to other people who are interested.
That's nice. It's nice that both of these things that you're interested in and that you love doing kind of like mesh together, and you found a way to like utilize both of them in your life. Before I ask you about your acting, I kind of want to make a comment that you said how when you started, you didn't really have any inclination to start a vlog, but then you saw someone doing it and then the opportunity arose for you to start it. So you're like, why not take the chance? Why not take the opportunity? Same thing is for me for this podcast. I was always like, oh, I see people do podcasts. I hear podcasts all the time. I was like, it's something I can do. That's something I definitely could do. I'm a guy who likes to talk a lot.
Yeah.
I have a lot of opinions about things. I like to shit talk a lot of people. Why not start a podcast and do these things? But then I never really had like an inclination to do it. until I was in my room one night, and then I thought about it and I realized, okay, I have a mic. That's already done. I have that ready to go. I have friends that I can talk to. And even I just figured, even if it's not gonna last me 3 years, maybe like you've done vlogging, might as well take the chance. Might as well just try it
Who
out.
knows?
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? I don't know what's gonna happen, but I enjoy doing this, and I guess that's all that matters in the end. How do you stand watching yourself on your videos?
Ooh, I cringe. I cringe still. I prefer not to. Sometimes I would just like put it on and then just mute it just so there's views, but then like I don't have to hear myself.
Do you edit your own stuff?
Yeah. The editing part, I really don't like.
If you want an editor, I can edit videos. So, just pay me. I'll be happy to do something for money,
Ooh,
anything. I need the money because
all
I need to
right.
buy more
I'll
K-pop
consider
merchandise.
that offer.